Hey guys, welcome back to Father and Son Investing. We're going to revisit Senseonics today. Senseonics, of course, is a company that makes a continuous glucose monitor. If you're not familiar with what that is, go back and watch some of my other videos, but essentially it's an implantable device that a person puts under their skin. And in this case, the Senseonics version of it, the new one, the E3 Eversense, lasts for up to 180 days. Really quite an amazing product. We're going to talk about just something I gleaned out of the Senseonics earnings report, which took place earlier this month, and I'm going to put that in context with the American Diabetes Association meeting that's taking place early next month. Very short video, but really, really important for the Eversense E3 success as well as Senseonics success. All right, so here's the statement out of the earnings transcript that I wanted to go over. Somebody had asked a question that says, just what was the latest number of healthcare providers implanting the 90-day sensor here in the United States? And then he also wanted to know, and just for the 180-day, what sort of increase might they be looking at in the total number of providers who could do this? So the CEO, Tim Goodnow, said currently there are about 550 medical professionals that are trained to do the insertion. Now, this number, 550, is actually really small when you think about the number of healthcare providers out there and the number of diabetic patients out there who use a glucose monitor such as this. But 550 is actually a significant increase over what they had back in the fall of last year. If you go back and watch my previous video from then, you'll see that it was only about 400 providers who were trained to insert the device. So we're looking at better than 25% increase in the number of providers. I know we're talking about small numbers here, but that 25% increase is significant. Now, in terms of interest of healthcare providers in inserting this, we didn't get firm numbers here, but earlier in the transcript, the CEO does say that the interest is higher than they had anticipated, which of course was very encouraging news. And they also said that there were many doctors who were certainly waiting for the 180-day launch. Now, coming early next month, June 3rd to June 7th, the American Diabetes Association is having their annual meeting in New Orleans. Just how big is this meeting? It is the largest meeting in the world related to diabetes care. They say they're expecting about 18,000 participants from around the world. Now, this is the show for diabetes care in the world, and Senseonics has a seat at the table here. What is it that they're going to be doing at the ADA meeting? So just what is it they'll be doing at the ADA meeting in June? Well, they're going to have a very significant presence there. They will have a booth highlighting the Eversense E3. Those booths at these meetings are really important. Having gone to the largest radiology meeting in the world, the RSNA meeting in Chicago, those booths are a great way of getting the word out about your product to healthcare providers. They're going to have a product theater to really highlight this Eversense E3. They're going to have two presentations on the exhibit hall floor, and they're going to have three posters presenting clinical data, including the first data from their pilot 365-day sensor. Now, keep in mind, I said that they only have 550 providers who are trained to insert this device right now. Let's just conservatively say that perhaps they could get the same number of providers interested out of this meeting, the ADA meeting, who want to learn to insert this device and use it in their patients. You can see how that can rapidly increase their business. So this meeting in June is really critical. And the fact that they're going to have a significant presence there, I think is going to make it so that healthcare providers are more aware of this product. Of course, if healthcare providers are more aware of it, their patients are also going to become more aware of it. Well, that's what I have for you today then. June 3rd to June 7th is going to be a key date for Senseonics and their business. I'm going to be looking for any news coming out of that ADA meeting for increased interest within the Eversense E3. I think that potentially we might see a little bit of a bump in the stock price after that meeting. I don't know that it'll be very long lasting. Really, in my opinion, I think this whole next quarter up until August, when Senseonics will be reporting their second quarter earnings, is going to be good buying opportunities for Senseonics. After that, I'm expecting the price to be coming up as more and more interest gets generated in their product and they begin to rapidly increase their sales. Please share this information with a young person in your life. I think Senseonics could be a great stock for a young person to buy with just a few dollars to purchase some shares of stock and get themselves on the investing journey. As always, until next time, enjoy your investing.